Oh, hello there. How are you doing this evening? If you're doing the same thing that I'm doing this evening, well, you're not doing that great. For one, let's just go over the weather right now. The weather is absolutely terrible. We got a 40 degree, we're getting a 40-degree temperature change, and by tomorrow we're going to have a 50 to 60 degree temperature change. So, between 2 days. So, I mean, yeah, that's how we went and fished for trout, actually the other day. Actually, yesterday. I don't know why I said the other day. And it was still frozen over where we went. So we actually picked the wrong place to go. Had other things to do, but it's all right. Um, but anyways, if you didn't know, Ostrim Meat Snacks is presenting today's podcast. They are one of the most awesome companies in the market. I have to tell you guys, I eat a lot of beef jerky. I eat a lot of meat snacks. And I have to say, out of all of them, this is the best tasting one. And it might not be your mainstream beef jerky, but to me, it's delicious. And, oh, but anyways, I want to share you guys some details. They gave me some cards here, which is awesome. If you're looking for a great tasting, moist, real meat protein, Ostrom, you're just looking for that real, full of protein, really good tasting beef stick, beef snack. They got sweet and spicy, teriyaki, habanero, applewood, maple brown sugar, pepper, barbecue, natural, teriyaki. I mean, I've tasted actually all of these, and they're all good. Every single one of them are good, delicious. So you gotta have that sense of like taste though. You can't really go in and expecting to eat one of these things and it tastes like the company that you've been eating. It's not. It's a lot better for you. It tastes better to me. Um, yeah, low sodium, fat free, all good things, man. All good things. Right now, you can buy it actually in Turkey. You get some in Turkey. Get some in elk and beef. You get some in ostrich and beef. Ostrich and what else does it say here? Yeah. Low carb and sugar, no nitrates, lean beef, and ostrich. And it's a great source of protein. So, um, please go and check out ostrom.com. Follow them on Instagram, follow them on Facebook. They're local guys. They're a local company. If you're watching this from Pennsylvania, they're a local company. And it's really cool to see that this company is helping me out, and I thank you, Dave. I appreciate everything you sent me, man. I can't thank you enough, my man. You already know, but yeah. So let's get in today's podcast. I mean, the weather is a big topic, probably a discussion right now. So let's get off the weather. All right. One thing that I get asked a lot when I work at Tackle Unlimited. You guys probably know that by now. But when I'm in there, the first thing that someone asks me is, what are they biting on? Okay? And you're not supposed to make it complicated, but you got to keep it simple also. So, when you guys go out and fish this season, if you guys are just wanting to get into fishing or have been fishing this season and you're not catching that many big bass, number one, I want you to go and check out ScrewyLouieLures.com. I've caught more. How should I say this? I've caught. How many trophies did I catch this year considered in Pennsylvania? I mean, I've caught a decent amount of fish this year. Way better than any year I've fished, granted. I fished a lot more this year also. But man, I've caught some of the biggest fish off of a jig. And you know, a lot of guys come in and they're like, "Oh, I throw Senko a lot. I throw topwater frogs, which is another big bite bait. Some of these other guys don't really know, like, you're not supposed to use 6-pound test in, like, really heavy grass. So if you guys have any questions or anything, like, leave them down in the comment section below on any video, and I will take it and I will put it into the podcast, because that would help. That would help for the podcast and stuff like that, and I'd like to talk to you guys, you know. But, yeah. ScrewLouisLures.com. Check them out also. Got me some jerky. If you guys don't know, you guys don't even know. You guys don't know. You can get this at Giant Eagle. I'm pretty sure it said Giant Eagle and GNC. So I'm pretty sure you have one of those around. If you're from around where I'm at, you pretty much have one around you. So go and check them out. Who's this one lonesome soul in here watching me? Who is it? Mm-hmm. You gonna comment? Or are you just gonna be sneaky? But anyways, I want to talk to you guys about rods and reels today too. So let me go and grab my rod and reels, and I'll show you what I like to throw and what I like to use my jigging rod with. I like a 7/6 rod, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm in like really tight close quarters, I'll go to like a 6/6 medium heavy or a 7-foot medium heavy. But your overall bait casting rod for bass fishing is a 7-foot medium heavy. It's a must. It's an absolute must. I like a little bit longer of a rod. It's just how I've always been. I like to use heavier line than everybody else too. Teriyaki. That's good. Wow. But I got PC Fun reels, 7-to-1 gear ratios on there. Spinning reels. I got all my rods right now have a PC Fun reel on them. I probably got oh, and we got Marty one too, which is awesome. Mega House Fishing. What's up? It's a nice little bass. Nice little bassy. Where are you from, Mega? Where are you guys from? Comment down below. Like, come on. You're watching this for some reason. Why are you watching if you're not going to talk to me? You guys definitely need to check out Ostrim.com. But yeah, let's show you guys some reels here. I think that'll be a little bit better than just me sitting here not doing absolutely anything. Alright. So this guy here, my PC Fun torrent reel, 7-1-to-1 gear ratio, extended handle. So you got a little more torque into when you're fighting some of these fish that are in thicker grass, or when you're flipping in heavy wood, heavy cover. It just helps the fish come out a little bit easier for you. And I personally like it. I like a little bit bigger of a handle on a casting rod and a smaller handle on a spinning rod. More lightweight for the spinning rod. And for casting, like most of the time, like some guys will ask me, like, when do you use a bait caster? So a bait caster is pretty versatile. You can go all the way to from 8 pound to, I don't know. With this bait caster, I'd probably use maybe 50-pound braid at max. With this reel, maybe 60, depending how heavy a cover. Like if I'm down Texas and I have to use like fluorocarbon or something like that, then it's gonna be 20 pound. But and also when you're buying a rod for your bait caster, on the rod itself, it tells you what line that is best for this rod. This rod is a Temple Fork Outfitter, TFO, 7.6. It's a Gary Loomis rod. I believe it's a Gary Loomis rod. Blank also. I believe it's his blanks. It's his rod. Let's just go with that. It's his designs. He's working with TFO. He's coming out with their conventional, their spinning and their casting stuff. So check them out. $110 rod for a lifetime warranty. How can you beat that? You can't. Can't get it better than anywhere else, and it's a tournament grade rod. So yeah, I love these. I love these rods. They're sensitive, lightweight. I could cast a mile with this rod, and I got a Screwy Louie spinnerbait on there right now. Check that baby out. Yeah, she's got some rust on her blades. I'm gonna have to change the blade. But I mean, everything else is still good. Nothing else is rusted. It's just the blade. Huh. Wonder how that happened. There's that one. I also have a 7.6 heavy that I use for like frogging, Carolina rigs, big swim baits, umbrella rigs, flipping really heavy stuff maybe. So that's what I mainly use when I go out and fish. Like if I'm gonna go and fish like some really thick cover and whatnot, like to the river, taking a spinning rod, and I'm taking my 6.6 casting rod, and I'm going to town. Maybe sometimes I'll bring my 7.6 out, depending on what I'm using it for. But most of the time, I stick to the spinning reel, the whippy stick that some of you guys call it. I love like a spinning reel. That's what I grew up on, and that's always a go-to when things are tough. Always go to a spinning setup. Make sure you slow down, and if things are tough, time to drop shot, time to shake your head, time to get real finesse with them, because sometimes fish can be very stingy. A lot of guys think right now that those fish won't be biting out there right now either on the ice, and they definitely do. They eat all year round. Sometimes it's just, I read in an article in one of these magazines that a largemouth, in the winter months, will have so they can eat one bait fish per month. It'll last them the whole entire month. That's pretty wild. So think about it. They only have to eat 3, maybe 6-inch bluegills, largemouth, 6-inch bluegills, and they're good as long as in the right situations. I bet you, out of the current, in slack water, all that good stuff, depending on where they're from. So like if the river would flood, they would have to move so they stay out of the current. That would waste energy, so they're gonna have to feed. So with all this stuff going on, don't think that the fish won't bite. Like, if you guys have a pond that you know that is going to unthaw, well, actually, I bet you it's going to refreeze now that I think about it. Everywhere was frozen that me and Marty went to the other day. Everything. I mean, there's a little bit of running water, but like 8 inches of ice on it. Ridiculous. But PC Fun. I'm not gonna lie, I use all of their reels. Used to use Shimano, right? That's all I ever bought was Shimano. I've went straight to PC Fun reels. Haven't picked up my Shimano yet. So I give the Torrent a 8.5 out of 10. I really like it. I think that there's a little bit of work to still be done with it, and I think that PC Fun's working on that. But That's a great reel. If you guys are going out to buy a brand new reel that isn't going to cost you an arm and a leg, and it's a fat, and you know what kind of reel you want, like a 7:1 gear ratio, it's a perfect reel for you. You can use it for jigging. You can use it for spinner baits. I use it for my spinner baits. 7:1, I'll just slow retrieve. Sometimes if you're fishing deeper water, you want to use a slower gear ratio. But so fast moving baits, reaction baits, jigs, frogs, anything that you would have to pick up the line real quick to get on a fish, that's what you want. 7:1, 8:1. You want those fast gear ratios. Then I have the PC Fun, I think they're called Viper now. I believe it's called the Viper now. And the Viper, I like it. I've caught some really nice walleye off of it. It's very sensitive, very lightweight. And if you guys haven't seen the review that a guy did on the reel, he was up ice fishing. He was out ice fishing. I think he was in Minnesota. I think that's what he said he was at. And the dude had literally ice everywhere, all over his reel, and it still didn't freeze. That's pretty dang good. If you're up in Minnesota and you're out there ice fishing and your reel's got ice all over them, has stuff all over them, then yeah, it's most likely going to freeze up. But in the review, he says it didn't freeze up. So if you guys are ice fishing out there right now and you need a 1,000 size reel, I believe they're going to be in stock. They're going to be back in stock here soon, but they're a really great reel. They're a great reel. PC Fun, you know, some of you guys go online and you guys think like, you know, you see these other brands and stuff like that. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to go out and try different stuff. You know, PC Fun is a bang for their buck type of company. They give you great reels for an awesome price. I've caught fish on every single one of them. Have yet to have a problem with any of them. Have yet to have any problems. My SL20 Destroyer, I love that spinning reel. I've caught so many fish off of that reel. It was unbelievable. And the drag system's pretty smooth on it. I love it. What else can we talk about? Oh, the bag. We already talked about the bag the other day. I'm sure you guys are done with talking about the bag. We're just going to sit here and talk. I'm bored. Ostrim sent me a nice little gift package today. I'm happy. Went and looked at a boat that we're most likely going to get. Just got to run some tests on it, make sure everything's all good. We might be okay, boys. We might be starting up. I'm definitely going to be chasing after smallmouth like heavy in the morning. Whoo! Go up to Prescow. Do some videos out there. Oh! Dave, who sent me this nice little gift package. Let me tell you something. That dude can fish too. This guy can fish also. He's got a pond on his place, I believe. Dave's a cool dude, man. Seriously, go check out Ostrim. But, so let's talk about something. What should we talk about? All right, let's talk about this. In the fishing community, it seems as if there's a lot of people out there that, you know, think they can't get into this sport. They think they won't have the patience. They think that, you know, they're going to go out for the first time and catch 100 fish. And sometimes when people put expectations like that on themselves, that's what actually draws them away from actually coming back to it. And that's one big reason why I want to guide. I want to help people learn how to fish and help them have fun while doing it. I hope that makes sense, and it should make sense. But like a lot of guys are like, "Oh, you're going out and just throwing a bobber out and you're throwing it with a worm underneath of it." No. This is where it gets technical, guys. And when you want to take that next step and see I'm not considering myself a pro by any means. I'm still an amateur. Most likely will always be an amateur. But from all the magazines, books, not really so much videos, how much time I've spent on the water, how much I've paid attention over the years, it's all come down to paying attention and learning seasonal patterns and what bites that time of the year. Learn what cold fronts, warm fronts mean for fishing. Learn what barometric pressure means to fishing, and that's a big thing too. And a lot of guys are like, "Oh, it's barometric pressure." It does have an effect on the fish. It has been studied multiple times and it has been proven multiple times. If you're looking to get your kids involved, I'm gonna have a class for that also, and I'm gonna donate my time doing that. So you're not gonna have to pay for anything. Your kid's not going to have to pay for anything. If your kid doesn't have a rod and reel, hopefully I'll be able to supply all that. And I think I will be able to. I'll be able to help kids out. And then teach their parents also how to set up a rod and reel and get them involved, even if I can at least nudge them to even get involved. And you never know. Things like when when someone takes you out fishing, like my mom has taken me out fishing all my life, okay? There's a bond that happens between fishing that I don't think there's anything else anywhere else. Because this community at some times can band together stronger than a whole country in Europe. Honestly, like, fishermen are the greatest people alive, and I think if we introduce more people to it and show maybe like, hey, there's something more out there than a screen and a controller, and also another reason why I make vids and stuff like that is also to, I like to record. I like to show off the videos. I like to show people what I'm doing and how I'm catching them. And it's all been a learning experience because you're never going to figure this sport out. No one really has this sport figured out because if they did, they'd be on the Bassmaster Elite Series winning it every single tournament. And you don't see that. Now, Kevin Van Dam, it might seem like he wins every single tournament. Might seem like it. But, I mean, he's probably the best in the world. And the dude, still doesn't qualify for the Bassmaster Classic sometimes. I think that happened like maybe 2 or 3, 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember. But he didn't qualify for a Bassmaster Classic. And everybody was freaking out. Everybody thought he was going to retire and all this. Like, the dude's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. I technically see Kevin Van Dam as the GOAT. Jimmy Houston, Bill Dance, why can't I think of your name right now and I see your face? Your son, Scott Martin, Roland Martin, that's who we're talking about. Roland Martin, all these guys have paved the way for this to happen, Who would have thought that a kid from Monongahela, okay, 2 years ago, I didn't have any subscribers, I didn't have any sponsors, I didn't have I have a small gathering of people that follow me, but I mean, it's like, 2 years things can change dramatically, and it does seem like it's a blink of an eye. It really is. When things start really going and it's snowballing, time just elapses, and it just turns out, it's turned out very well for me, and I can't thank everybody enough. I can't thank you guys enough. I can't thank my mom, my family, my uncle, my cousins, I can't thank any of them. I can't thank Marty enough. I can't thank Stefano at Italian Village enough. I can't thank Dave enough from Ostrim. I can't thank PC Fun enough. I can't thank Tackle Unlimited enough. I just can't thank all you Screwy Louie Lures, especially Marty, especially Steph, especially Chad, especially all these guys that have come together and helped me. And it's pretty it's pretty awesome, to be honest with you. It really is. It's I'm just excited, man. We are so excited. I can't wait to show you guys what I'm gonna do in 2018. I can't wait. And I know some of you guys can't wait either. But on my guide services also, would you guys be okay with if I would record some of you guys, like while you come out onto the boat and I put you on some fish? Would you guys be okay with that? Would you guys want to see those type of episodes where I take the clients out and show their reactions? But I'd have to get permission from them first, but I would ask that. But if you guys would like to see that, make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. I think that would help a lot, and see if we can do like some type of episode there, or when I bring on special guests and stuff like that. That's gonna be cool. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of live fishing this year. Meaning I'll be out on the boat and showing these guys what to do and whatnot, and I'll be recording at the same time and being live at the same time while I'm sitting back watching them fish, putting them on a fish. Or if you guys wanted me to fish with you, I'll gladly do that also. But I would like to put you guys on fish and let you guys, hit them yourselves. That's the point of this. That's the point. It's for me to take you guys fishing, not to come out and just necessarily fish with me, but to necessarily come out and show you what goes through my mind process when I'm out on the river, and when I break down everything. I will start from one end and leave off at a kitten video at the other end. That's sometimes how my ADD ends out. So ADHD too, probably. I don't know. Ostrim.com. What's going on, Mega? Sorry, Steph. I'm live right now, buddy. But yeah, now they have it in chicken. Ostrim, high protein, low carbs, gluten free, all natural, and it's a great source of protein. I'll give you guys the calories, the cholesterol, sodium, and all that. So amount per serving, 80 calories. Calories from fat, 20. Total fat, 2 grams. Okay, 3%. Saturated fat, 0.5 grams, 3%. Cholesterol, 45 milligrams, 15%. Sodium is 500 milligrams. Wow. That's still pretty high. But it's not as bad. Oh, okay, this one here. This one here is, the one I'm eating is 310 milligrams. So that's pretty good. There's 0 saturated fat in this one I'm eating right now. Total fat, 1.5 grams. I'm sorry, I should have been reading off of this guy. Sodium, 310 milligrams. Potassium, 560 milligrams. There's total carbohydrates, 3 grams. Sugars, 1 gram. protein 10 grams, calcium 2%, iron 6%, and U.S. inspected and passed by Department of Agriculture. So, this is delicious. I'm not gonna lie. I never thought I'd be eating ostrich. Never. Because this is beef and ostrich. I hope you guys understand that. This is unbelievable. It's a great source of protein. I think I read up on Ostrim and ostrich. And I believe ostrich, if I read correctly, has the highest source of protein. Which is amazing because it's an ostrich. You know? All the muscles, maybe. I mean, they're ugly, but they taste good. I'll tell you that much. Okay. Well, what else? What's my favorite braid to use? Well, sometimes depends. You know, PC Fun has some braid out there, which is really good. They've done some real tests and show you guys underneath the microscope. Shows you the strains from 100 casts between another brand and our brand. And PC Fun's brand of braid is phenomenal. So go and check that out, PCFun.com. You guys can buy the stuff on Amazon or come to your house in 2 stinking days. I don't know if you can find Ostrim on Amazon. I'll have to ask Dave on that. I don't know if they can sell, well, yeah, they can sell food. So, Also, Dave gave me this awesome little pocket thing for my phone. It has an LED light on it. It's pretty badass. Appreciate it, Dave. Well, we only have one person in here. And I was kind of hoping we'd have a couple more people in here. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to Facebook. We're going to go live on Facebook. And we are going to bring someone on and we're going to talk to them. Okay? Alright. Let's do it like that. Facebook.com, Mon Valley Fisherman, /Mon Valley Fisherman. No spaces on Mon Valley Fisherman. Go right there. You'll be able to watch us live. So I'm going to go live on there, guys. Make sure you go and check that out. I'm going to do another one of these, I'm going to do a couple hours long on some of these. But I wanted to start out and see how you guys felt for this video since it's got so many views and such. And not a lot, but it's got views, and I see you guys are watching it. So I'm going to keep doing these until you guys, until you guys don't want me to do it anymore. So, yeah. All right. Going on Facebook.